Hey guys, what's up? So I'm coming at you today with an eyeshadow review. These are the new Makeup Geek matte eyeshadows. I did get sent a few of these shades. They let me pick out some of my favorite colors, which was so exciting for me because I'm a big fan of Makeup Geek shadows, so to kind of work with them is really just amazing for me. So before I get into all of the swatches of the shades I have, I do want to just demo these really quick and show you some of my favorite shadows in action, you know, what they apply like on my eyes, because I think that's really important. You know, when it comes to eyeshadow, you want to know what it applies like, and I know I certainly want to know that when I'm looking up reviews. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to start off with this very light shadow. It's called Confection. On their website, they describe this as a light gray with pink undertones, and on me, I really see the pink. It really does pop on my skin. After I put on Confection, I love to go in my crease with Petal Pusher. I really love this one because it looks very mauve-y, and I know that on some people this looks like kind of a lid shade or a very light shade you could even use maybe on your brow bone, but for me, since I am very fair, this is like a crease shade and I really love it. This is definitely a new favorite for me. I've been reaching for this one the most out of all of the mattes that I have, and I really love it, especially I feel like it looks kind of cool with my hair coloring, and I just think it's a fun color. Next up here I have Vintage, and this is a very deep brown with purple undertones. So I just like to take my time with this one, and I always kind of slowly build up with the deeper shades. Last but not least here, I'm going in with my new favorite shade. This is my favorite out of all of the new ones they have. It's called Cherry Cola. I love any eyeshadows that have red undertones. I think they look great on everyone, especially when they're deep colors like this. I will say that I think the formula on the new mattes is a lot smoother, and I think that's even easier to blend out. And I'm already a big fan of the original mattes, but I think the formula on these are truly a lot better. So it definitely has improved. So this is the finished eye look. All I did was I added some mascara and some eyeliner. I did my Makeup Geek gel liner on the top with a big wing, and then I did my Buxom mascara and a little bit of black pencil liner just in the waterline. So I really love the way that all of these shades tie in together. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the actual swatches. This is Confection, and this is the one that I had placed all over my lid, if you remember. So there's Confection. That's just one swipe. I'm going to go ahead and build it up a little bit just to make you guys see the color a little bit better, because I know it's quite a light shade. It's very hard to see on my skin. And then let's swatch Petal Pusher because I love this one. This is like one of my favorites. I love this shade. I just think it's really pretty. I mean, it's nothing like out of the ordinary. I wouldn't say it's like a super unique shadow. I just love it. I just think it's a simple, beautiful color, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Next up is a purple eyeshadow. I haven't tried this one yet, so this will be my first time swatching it, and this is called Fairytale. I normally don't wear purples, but I just thought this was a pretty color, so let's go ahead and swatch it. So once I put it on my skin, it does look a little bit deeper. I probably will try to use this maybe with like Cherry Cola or something. And next up I have Vintage. This is another one that I used on my eyes in the demo. Alright, so there's Vintage. That's kind of a chunky swatch there, but I love this. I think it's a beautiful brown. If you're into neutral eyeshadows like I am, I think this is a good one for you. And of course, Cherry Cola. I just think everyone needs to try this. I love this one because it's also like a brown, but it has a lot of red in it. They describe this as a reddish brown on the Makeup Geek website, and this one is the best formula out of the ones I've swatched, the ones I've used from my little matte collection here. I feel like Cherry Cola is so smooth. You guys saw how it went on. This next one I also haven't used yet. It's called Carnival. So that's Carnival. Really gorgeous color. I still have some left on my finger, so I'm gonna kind of layer it a bit more, but this one's also very smooth. This next one I have is also kind of got a purple look to it. This is called Curfew. So that's Curfew, and this one also looks really deep on my skin, I mean, compared to what it looks like in the pan. So I think it's a good reference to kind of show you guys like the swatch next to the pan, just so you know, because it's hard sometimes when you order online and you don't know what it's going to look like on your skin. So I always tell people like Google swatches first, and that's why I put off buying Makeup Geek so long, actually, because I couldn't find swatches on anyone as pale as me. Alright, and next up here, I had to get this because of the name. It's called Enchanted Forest, and I just love the name so much. Plus, it's a green, and I've been really into green shadows. This one is super dark. This one is coming off really nicely. I still have a bunch on my finger, but this is a really pigmented shadow, so I don't feel like I need too much of this. So here's Time Travel. To me, this almost looks like a blue-green. Yeah, there's Time Travel right on the bottom, and it's very similar to Enchanted Forest. I mean, if you have one or or the other. You might not need both of these. I just realized they are really similar, but I love deep shadows like this. I just kind of went crazy and ordered all of the deep ones. Alright, so here are the swatches up close. This one was Confection, then we have Petal Pusher, then we have Fairytale, Vintage, my favorite, Cherry Cola. Then we have Carnival, Curfew, Enchanted Forest, and Time Travel there on the bottom. So those are all of the swatches. I have to say I do like some more than others. I think that Fairytale, this one is just a little bit patchy. It didn't really work out for me, but I do really like all of the other ones, especially Cherry Cola. This is the one that I would just say hands down is amazing, like you need it kind of shade. I love the shade, I love the formula on it, and as a whole I will say I think that these new mattes are a lot creamier and smoother. So there we go, those are all of the swatches, and I do feel like this formula is a lot smoother overall than the original matte Makeup Geek formula. I really love the old matte shadows from Makeup Geek. I use them all the time, pretty much every time I do my makeup, especially Beaches and Cream is my favorite, Cocoa Bear I love, Creme Brulee I love. You know me, I've talked about them and used them a lot on my channel, but I really do think that these feel smoother. Like the way they made the texture on these is a lot better, so hopefully maybe they'll start making the older shades with this formula because I do really like it. But I will say that I don't think that every shade is like super pigmented, you know what I mean? Like Fairytale is not really cutting it for me. And of course I will have my links of these shadows down below to the Makeup Geek website with my affiliate link because I am affiliated with them, which if you don't know, it means that when you guys shop with my Makeup Geek link I make a percentage of the sale. So every time you use my link, I really appreciate it. I do get a lot of you who use it, and I can't say thank you enough because it really helps my channel out. And I will have the duochrome pigment video coming up soon. I can't wait to hear from you all, and as always, thank you so much for watching.